Yo, what's good, you guys? So today we're going to be talking about the best personality theory. Systems, right? In typology, we have MBTI, Socionics, Enneagram, PY, Big Five, all the shit, right? Now, if you know any system I did not mention, comment down below. I'm going to check it out. This channel is a mix of everything, right? But many people follow it because of Socionics content. Socionics is a fucking jerk-off. It's pseudoscientific. There's nothing to it. Pseudoscientific. That doesn't mean you and I can't like it. That doesn't mean we cannot learn it. It doesn't even mean we can't apply it. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, Socionics. Yeah. Russian made that shit. Yeah, it's fucking over. Was she on fucking crack? That explains. Socionics validity is probably going to be the biggest issue here. There's really no fucking research done on it. There's limited clinical psychology used in Socionics. There's no data. There's no research done. There's no studies done on this shit. You cannot really prove it, but we still circle jerk Socionics. It's fun, right? We jerked off to it because it's fun, and that's fine. It's our guilty pleasure. Then we have MBTI. MBTI is shit, right? If I was to rank all of them, MBTI would be at the fucking bottom. There's really, and people get upset. Like, listen, I know you fucking love MBTI, right? You have the Frank James pillow with the like TI, sleep well, ha ha ha, right? So. We're F5 friends. And you're a fan, you love it, you just can't let. And if anyone mentions something bad about MBTI, you start tripping. Your fucking lip quivers, right? Because you feel like you're gonna mold, you feel like you're gonna trip, and you're gonna start getting angry and upset, start crying, calling someone names because they said something bad about your favorite system. How dare they? I make videos about this shit, and I still realize it's shit. And it's okay. It's okay to realize it's shit. You can watch it. It can be your guilty pleasure. You know it's fucked, but you like it. It's like a gateway drug to everything else. It's the beginner's trip. We all start with MBTI. None of us finish on MBTI. Not a single person that I know that got further in typology is deep into MBTI. It just doesn't happen. It's your baby steps. You're taking those baby steps in MBTI. You know, stereotype everyone. You're a feeler. You're a sensor. Easy peasy. But it's a pile of shit. Okay? So then we have Enneagram. Might be my most favorite because it is quite clinical. And I'm not talking about Reese Hudson. You're reading Reese Hudson. 8 Wing 9. The Bear. 8 Wing 7, the Maverick, and you think you're fucking learning. I don't like to be controlled. I want autonomy. And you think that's... No, I'm fucking talking clinical shit. Motherfucker sitting down and analyzing, studying hundreds of people, like Naranjo did, right? Sitting them down, being a fucking psychologist, psychotherapist, giving everyone that in therapy after the PTSD that they experienced when they were young kids. It really goes to the most nuanced areas of your life. It goes to your cognition. It goes to your defense mechanisms. It goes to how you process information, how you process the world around you, how you process your emotions, people's emotions, right? How you deal and cope with stress. It encompasses everything. If you went to a psychologist and you told them about Enneagram and you discussed it, you'd have more luck about that than Socionics, for sure. They would take that shit probably way more seriously. It really allows for the most growth. It allows for the most understanding because, dude, it goes so in depth. It talks about all areas of your life, the good and the bad. Now, Big Five is if you are interested in psychology, right? That's your go-to, Big Five. It's not gonna offer you really much of an explanation. It doesn't explain shit. It's a bunch of percentages. Oh, you are a neurotic nutcase and you need mental health support. That's what it tells you. It's just an overarching profile of a person. You know, okay, you're an extroverted, agreeable individual who tends to be neurotic. Okay, cool. That's it. So the downside is that it's the most boring. Big Five is probably one of the most boring ones. It's really boring. So Big Five is obviously used by psychologists. It is used in the clinical psychology on a serious level where people accept it as valid. It's considered the best personality tool for measuring one's facets and personality traits. That's what it is. And also the most boring, sadly. So it sucks how the most valid, considered valid, is the most boring. But that's how it usually goes. The way they do the test and the way they're kind of made it, you can repeat the same result over and over and over again. The results are going to be consistent. Now, if you take an MBTI test or you take any other test, those traits go up and fucking down, right? One day you're an ENTJ Chadwick, Big Daddy Dom, who's actually a nerd, and on the other fucking day, maybe next Sunday, you're an INTJ because you're depressed that Sunday, or maybe you became an ISTP because why the fuck not? You watched a lot of fucking Western movies over the past weekend. So from one week to another week, now you change types. Psychosophy. Now with psychosophy, I would say it's the easiest. Should be the easiest. Fucking Russians, you know. But they don't make anything fucking easy once you read the shit that they wrote in Syntax of Love. Maybe you should stop smoking crack so much, huh? Like, what kind of a fucking Russian sat down and wrote a fanfic like that? And I've known many people who wrote fanfics. Many. It's the most fun to use because of its simplicity. There are few placements that you learn. You understand the fundamentals, and you can apply it to anyone. In a sense, it's so easy to use. Way easier than trying to learn all the blocks, all the elements of Socionics, all this shit, or all the 27 subtypes and the fixations and all the defense mechanisms. This shit's easy. You can give it to your 4-year-old and tell him, type me, right? And he can type you. Your 4-year-old, no issues. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I'm out. Ciao. I'm bouncing.